Now, it might seem a little bit, I don't know, coincidental or planned that here we are on episode 5 talking about my favorite topic, which is the circle of 5. That's 10 fingers, but you know what I'm saying, right? Circle of 5, brother. I don't know, man. Some people might start to say that the walls of the Matrix are starting to collapse, and at any moment now, somebody's just going to kick down the door and just, toot at the chest, one of the head me because he knows too much. But all jokes aside, today I want to talk about the circle of 5 and the importance of the circle of 5. So what is the circle of 5? The circle of 5 is essentially the 5 people who you hang out with the most, and those are physical representations of the person which you claim to be. That's your anecdotal evidence for who you are. If you're questioning if you are who you say you are, take a look at who you talk to the most. If you are who you say you are, a superstar, then why are your friends still working 9 to 5s? All jokes aside though, you are going to be either boosted or dragged down by the people that you spend the most time with. And so if we're talking about this grand scheme of things that I'm talking about, right? The tools, the blueprint, the perspective, cutting out distractions. Are the people that you hang out with the most also aware of those things, right? Or are they the people that you spend a majority of your work week with, Monday through Friday, 40 hours a week, 9 to 5? And are they just talking about nonsense like, did you hear what so-and-so said at that rally? Or can you believe that this state that we don't even live in is changing this rule about this certain thing that doesn't really apply to us? Are they talking about nonsense, or are they talking about like, hey man, like I know you really want to have a family. I know this nice girl. She's like a real like family oriented person, right? Or are they like, hey bro, I know you're into finances. Check this out. I just found out a way that we can min-max a FHA loan at 3%, and there's a new development 15 miles from this super center. It's gonna be so dope. Projections on it look like blah, 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 right? Or are they talking about like, yo dog, I know you're into fitness. I know you're into jiu-jitsu, dude. Check out this video, man. I think based on your game, this is gonna make your game so much better, right? Did all those examples help? Did they kind of caveat into why it is so important about not only what you're talking about, but who you're talking about it to, right? I can't go to work and talk to these chicks who are in their 20s about jiu-jitsu. They're just gonna look at me like I'm crazy. I can't be like, yo, Sydney, check this shit out. If you just grab somebody like this, you snap their whole arm. Sydney's gonna look at me and be like, I'm calling HR, don't ever touch me again. You see what I'm saying? So that is the importance of your circle of 5. And I think that a lot of you guys need to do an audit on your circle, for real. I think that you need to audit your circles, and then you need to be legitimate about it and ask yourself, are these people bringing you up or are they bringing you down? And this is the hard part, and this is the reality of it. And trust me, I've thought about this so much. I really have tried to figure out any and every way to reason about it. But what I've concluded is, if you're not helping me, you're harming me. And if you're harming me, I can't spend time with you. You could be the coolest person at work and be super cool to talk to, and you're just a funny guy, and you can make jokes about work all day. But if you're not helping me grow what I want to grow outside of this, I'm not hanging out with you. I'm not gonna go to your social events. I'm not going drinking with you. I'm not going to a concert with you. I'm not doing anything with you because I can't relate. Outside of work, I cannot relate, and I don't want to relate because I don't want to relate to work. I want to relate to jiu-jitsu. I want to relate to real estate. I want to relate to building a family. Those are the things that I want to relate to. And if you're not talking about that, then like, bro, I'll catch you on the next shift. What do I know? I know that my best friends, the people I hang out with the most, are all avid reflections of me. I know my boy Louie is just as locked down in the finance games as my boy Janai. And it's in different facets, but they're both dialed in on their finances, right? I know that my boy Ben and my boy Brandon are locked in on jiu-jitsu. I know my boy Mike's locked in on jiu-jitsu. I know that I can come to these guys with problems that I have in jiu-jitsu, and they're gonna help me build my game up, right? I know that if you want something and this is not giving it to you, then you need to go find somewhere where you can get that. And anything that you're interested in, you will find others who are interested in it as well. It's not about the money, it's about what you're interested in.